I keep on thinking I'm going to wake up from a nightmare, and it's a nightmare that hasn't ended yet.
Not only did she get robbed of a life, but I got robbed of my chance to be able to be an actual dad.
Today marks 1 year since 4-year-old Serenity McKinney's remains were found in Bullitt County. That was less than a month after her family filed a missing persons report. Now the child's mother and mother's boyfriend are charged with murder. We're going to walk you through how we got here. Serenity's extended family in Shelbyville said the last time they saw her in person was Christmas Eve 2020. In June 2021, Serenity's grandfather said the child's mother, Abby, cut off communication. 7 months later, in January 2022, he and his wife filed a missing persons report. On February 6, 2022, police arrested Abby McKinney and her boyfriend Dakota Hill in Kansas. Serenity's remains were found about 2 weeks later in West Point on Skyview Road. That's near the Jefferson-Bullitt County line. Abby and Hill are now charged with murder and abuse of a corpse. An autopsy report shows Serenity was found wrapped in plastic inside a suitcase filled with a sand-like substance. The report also says Serenity had fractured bones. The autopsy couldn't determine a cause of death, but the examiner believes it to be homicide. Now, before all of this happened, Serenity's great aunt told us she called LMPD's non-emergency number 6 times. Those calls were between June 26th and June 28th of 2021. In them, you can hear the aunt's questions turn to emotional pleas.
Did you contact Child Protective Services?
I haven't yet. I wanted to try to make contact to get a physical. I wanted a police officer to physically see the child, to just have proof of life at this point.
Shortly after, Serenity's great-grandmother said she called the Child Protective Services hotline to report abuse. Her great-grandmother also reached out to social services professionals who filed an online report. She says she never received a follow-up.
CPS needs to be held accountable for what they did. They never laid eyes on Serenity.
So far, WHAS 11's requests for Serenity's files from the Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services have been denied. Abby McKinney and Dakota Hill were expected in court last month, but the Bullitt County Commonwealth's Attorney's Office says it is still waiting for additional evidence. We have been following this case from the very beginning. You can visit WHAS11.com for a more in-depth look at the timeline and any updates going forward. Now, this all comes as today, in honor of the 1-year anniversary, Serenity's grandparents are going to be replacing the cross close to the Jefferson-Bullitt County line where her remains were found. That is happening at 1 this afternoon in honor of the little girl.